Good morning, students. Welcome back to your biology class. We are having the discussion on plant tissues, and in the previous class we have talked about permanent tissues. So let's have a quick recap on the previous topic. So what are tissues and what are permanent tissues? We already know that. They are plant tissues where the cells have lost the ability to divide and have assumed a permanent shape, size and function. They are derived from meristematic cells. The process of taking up a distinct shape, size, structure and function is called differentiation. Different types of permanent tissues are formed due to differences in their specialization. And we already learned about three types of simple permanent tissues: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. According to their shape and size, wall thickness and the structure, they are classified into three distinct types. Now today our topic is complex permanent tissues. They are those permanent tissues which are made of more than one type of cells which work together to perform a particular function. Common complex permanent plant tissues are conducting or vascular tissues, and these are of two types, xylem and phloem. They join together to produce vascular bundle. Vascular or conducting tissues have made possible the survival of plants in the terrestrial environment. So, for the very specific video today, the topic is xylem. Xylem is a complex permanent tissue which takes part in conduction of water and mineral salts inside the plant. Additionally, it provides mechanical strength. Xylem is also called wood. It consists of four types of elements: trachea, vessels, xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. So we have to understand these four distinct types are the parts of the xylem. So let's start with the first one, trachea. They are long tubular dead cells with lignified walls. Lignified wall means the wall which is composed of lignin. White lumen and tapering ends you can see. Trachea possesses various types of thickenings for mechanical strength. The unthickened areas help in movement of water from one trachea to another. So you can see this is a long tubular structure. Next is vessel. They are very long tubes which are formed by end-to-end union of a large number of dead empty cells, where the transverse walls break down completely. The walls are lignified too. They generally possess pits. Vessels and tracheae are conducting or the tracheary elements of xylem, and vessels are more efficient than tracheaes. They occur in flowering plants mainly. So now the next part, that is the xylem fiber. They are sclerenchyma fibers found in xylem. Xylem fibers have thick pitted walls, narrow lumen and tapering ends. They provide only mechanical strength as it is dead. Next and the final one is xylem parenchyma. It consists of living cells present inside the xylem. Cells of xylem parenchyma store food. They also help in slow lateral conduction of water. So these are the four parts of xylem. Now, what are the functions as a whole? The very first one is conduction of sap. Xylem conducts sap, that is the water and minerals, from roots to the top of plants. This movement is generally unidirectional as the major force for conduction develops in the leaves. And the second thing is mechanical strength. Xylem provides mechanical strength to the plant because of the occurrence of thick lignified wall. And the number 3 is wood. It is mostly made of xylem.